Hey guys, welcome back to More Than a Match with myself, Damani, and RH. How you feeling, Raz?
Amazing, mate. Not as good as you though, mate.
Oh,
what a weekend, mate. What a weekend. D, I seen a video from the fans, Macclesfield fans. I got sent this video.
What?
I don't really want to start singing on the podcast though, but you know what I'm going to say. Running fast defenders, scoring.
What a song that is.
Looks good.
Looks fine.
He's got Siltman on his mind. That's not it.
Oh, you don't even know it. Look at him say he knows. You don't even know it.
I got it sent, mate. They don't miss a trick, these fans, mate.
But before we get into that, today's going to be a bit of a different episode, isn't it?
As you can see, and as the viewers can see, there's me and you, D. Yeah. You know, every Thursday we're going to have a guest, and we continue to do that. The feedback's been overwhelming. The response has been amazing, and we're very, very grateful. The feedback, we're open to criticism or feedback, positive, negative. We want to grow this, and today we want the viewers and our community that we're trying to grow is to understand us and get to know us as human beings, as well as, you know, we're interviewing, you know, megastars, but we're human beings and we want to tell our story and let you guys know about us.
Yeah. Also, there's a few questions that yourselves have brought to us, so hopefully we can answer them as well.
Put a nice little on our story. We're getting used to the little social media
it's
stuff,
hard, especially with you. This one here, bloody hell.
I love it, mate. Factor 50 on today. Lovely weather. But yeah, so let's start it. I think it's important, like I said, that they understand us. I would like to ask you, like we ask all our guests, where did it all start for you in your footballing career?
Well, started pretty young, really. Like, I was always into football when I was younger, but I didn't really think it would take me as far as it has done. But I was in school one time on a school trip, and we actually went to Manchester City for like a day out or something. It was like a school, so went for a day out, and we was doing drills and stuff. And one of the coaches said to me like, "Oh, like it's just easy for you, innit?" And I was like, I didn't.
Yeah,
I was like,
that was it. Yeah,
it was just literally like we was just doing drills, and the coach said, "Oh, he looks good. Him like he's got a bit." But obviously I'm young and I just thought, I'm just enjoying myself. And then I ended up asking my mum, can I play football? So I ended up playing for Reddish Vulcans, my local team. And some of the best times ever. Yeah. You know when you win tournaments and you have the little stripes in your hair and everything, and you go to Butlins and you go away Wales camping.
Best times, mate. Yeah, they are. Best times.
And then it was a tournament one day and there was a few scouts there, and he come over to my mum and was like, we're really interested in him. United it was. And after I remember my mum telling me, and I was like, what? Really?
Yeah, big.
And I was so happy. Like, I thought, you know what? This is amazing because all my family's are Reds. And that's where it started for me. So then I ended up going to the academy, not the academy, like the development from young. Obviously, you just meet out all the players and stuff, and it's not really that intense at the start. It's more about enjoying it.
Fun.
Yeah, fun. And as you grow up and go through the ranks, you start to feel a bit more like, oh, it's getting a bit more serious now when you see players leave and friends leave. But and then I started at United and I stayed there for my whole career, really.
Yeah. And
then I ended up going to Wickham.
Yeah.
That was quite a big jump for me, really, because all I know is United. And then obviously leaving somewhere where you know.
What was that like in terms of like the culture? You know, you've grown up in a facility like Carrington. You know, I know at the moment they're saying it's a little bit behind, but at that time, you know, when I was there, it was the best, wasn't it? So what was it like going from Carrington into Wickham's environment? I'm not too sure about the facilities there, but can't imagine they'd be like Carrington. What was that like culturally for you? Yeah,
it was like, I didn't have any expectations, so I just thought, I'm going to start a new chapter now and just embrace it. So obviously I don't expect every club to be like Manchester United, because it's not, is it?
Yeah.
So you just have to when you get there, you just have to enjoy it. And
the reason why I asked that though is like, you know, for the viewers that are watching and they've seen over the years, it's very difficult for some footballers to climatise to that, innit? Being at their massive football clubs and then dropping down the divisions. And, you know, even the professionalism, that might be, you know, they're used to the Man United way, the Man United coaching, but going into another environment, it's like a culture shock for some people, innit? And some people do fall out of the game. That's the reason why I did ask that. Yeah,
but also it's like, when you join a different team and, like, players from, like, Manchester United or other big clubs, as soon as you join these teams, you always feel like everyone's looking at you,
Yeah.
because it's like you got that Manchester United next to your name, and it can make you feel a bit uncomfortable because you feel like they're expecting something. Do you know what I mean? So it is hard, as in
Come with
that
like
aspect.
a target.
Yeah, it's
target
like
on your back.
he's from Manchester United. He's going to be really good, or he's going to be this and that. Because you kind of judge. You're judging off where they've come from, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Which is obviously
it's just
like,
normal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's normal, but like even players now do it. Like when a new player comes in, you're like, oh, he's from here, he's from there. Like I wonder what he's like.
Earn
But
your stripes, aren't you?
Yeah, you do. But no, Wickham was a good stepping stone for me. I learnt a lot. Even though I didn't play as much as I'd like to play, I still try and gain as much experience as I can from the time I was there.
That. It's fantastic.
But like you said, the culture, it is a bit of a shock, because remember, so I was at Wickham and I went on loan to Sutton, and I remember the first training session, it was a game. I travelled with the boys, the first time I'm meeting the boys.
Yeah.
And then we got the train down and we stopped off to train somewhere. I remember I didn't have a towel, but I thought that obviously
they
because
provide it.
Yeah, I thought they provide a towel.
The
and
kit, washing your own kit.
Yeah, like I was saying to the boys, like, oh, can you get me a towel, please? He's like, I've not brought your own. I was like, oh, like bloody hell. Like, not that I'm expecting it, but that's what I've come from. Like, I'm
big time.
No,
yeah, the big dog here. Louis V wash bag and no towel.
No. But when you're from like United and these clubs and these bigger clubs, I think that's why going on loans is so important.
Yeah.
Because
Experience.
it opens your eyes to like, this is how other teams do it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't expect that you're going to get the same treatment here than you are going to somewhere else.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think the younger you are and the faster you can get out, the better it helps you in the future. Because like I said, people expect coming from these clubs that it's going to be the same. Like little things like washing your kit, towels, travelling. Like it's not the same, it's different. And it's good to experience that. So
You reckon that's stood you in good stead now? Obviously, we highlighted it, winning the league, plenty of games to go, winning the league. Congratulations to you, Robbie, Macclesfield lads. Fantastic achievement. You know, like I said, comfortably. You know, you won't ever like to admit it. Me and you had discussions like, oh, you're nearly there, D, and you was like, no, it's not done yet, because that's your mentality, and that, you know, for the viewers, that's a fantastic thing. But how does it feel now, having tied all that up now? You've won the league. How do you feel about the rest of the season? Because I know you and how professional you are. You won't take your foot off the gas.
Yeah, we've won the league, and it's a credit to the club as well, like to Robbie and the players. Because ever since I joined Macclesfield, they've just made me feel welcome, and I can't thank them enough for just welcoming me.
You fell back in love with the game as well at Macclesfield, and I think, you know, the club and the lads and Robbie himself and the coaching staff, and you know, we're having a laugh at the start of it with a that's brilliant. But like it shows you love, and I think again we've spoke about it on previous episodes, that when you've got that confidence, you feel like you can do anything, and that's why it's so important. I see you every day flourishing, and it's great to see.
Yeah, like over the last 3 years maybe, I've had a tough kind of journey. Like I've been to quite a few clubs that's not really worked out for whatever reason. But obviously I'm grateful enough to have an opportunity to come to Macclesfield where I feel wanted. Yeah. And like Robbie's given me an opportunity, and I can't thank him enough. But also, like, I'm playing, and that's the main thing for me. Like once you're playing, you're happy, and when you're playing football at happiest, you're unstoppable.
100%. I think it's brilliant. I think it's brilliant that you've got back there that love of the game back. And I think, you know, God knows what's going to happen next year for you, but this season's been probably one of the best seasons that you've ever had. And you've heads on, love it.
But like you said before, going back to your question about, obviously we won it now, so obviously I've still got my personal goals, what I want to achieve, so I'm not quite done yet. Good. And obviously the teams still want to break that 100.
That's a message, that, isn't it?
100 points.
He's not done yet. He's not done yet, mate.
Not done yet.
Why are you looking to the camera and say, I've got my personal goals and I'm not done yet? Go on, do it now, go on.
No, but I've got my personal goals, and obviously the team want to get as much points as we can.
Brilliant.
And make a statement, and the boys have been amazing. It's such a tight-knit group, and it's a little family, and there's no egos. Like, if someone's not playing, they're still part of the team, and I think it's so important to keep that togetherness, because like that's the whole point of a team, innit? Together, everyone achieves more. 100%. It's in the name. So 100%. We've had a great season, and hopefully next season, wherever the boys are or whatever happens, then we can do it again. Or they can go on to do further things, because the club's amazing. from where they've come from to where they are now. It's a credit to them.
I was going to say they've had a lot of, Macclesfield was in the league, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They've gone through the fans again, testament to them, and that's why it's good. Well, it's fantastic on Saturday for them to have them times because they've been through a lot. And I think the club, folding, Robbie and Rob, Smethurst, investing in the club, facilities are fantastic. Fair play to him. And again, I know it's a mad thing for me to say, but they get a lot of jip as well.
Yeah.
They get a lot of they've got a target on the back because they're successful, or they're spending a little bit of money that the clubs in them leagues probably can't do. So there is not a resentment from other clubs, but certainly, do you feel that when you're playing?
Like sometimes, there's comments like, "Oh, these are full time. We're not full time. We're part time."
Yeah.
So it's a credit to the club because people think we're full time. So it's it's a compliment. Do you know what I mean? Like,
definitely,
you boys think we're full time, but we're actually part time, and we're doing what we're doing at the minute. So obviously there is a lot of stick. What the gaffer gets it the most, Robbie. So it's a credit to him for dealing with it and putting up with it. Do you know what I mean? But a lot goes into the club.
He loves it though. He loves it. He's got the personality and he loves that.
He loves it.
He's a cannon,
he's class. He's class.
Brilliant. I've got a lot of time for him. I like him.
Loads of stuff what goes on behind the scenes of the club as well. There's so many people involved and they're all doing an amazing job.
Yeah.
So
another episode of the documentary coming out.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
Will we see More Than a Match to Marnie Mellor featuring that?
Hopefully, hopefully.
Any shout outs to More Than a Match? Or
tried to get it in there.
Ginger Prince getting a shout out? Up the RH in there and all that.
RH.
Hey, I tell you what.
We've had a great season and we just want to enjoy the moment because not many people get to experience it. Do you know what I mean? You know how hard football is, and lucky enough for myself, I've had an experience of it, and it's amazing because obviously it's amazing for me, but my family as well. They've seen my journey and they can be with me there through the highs and the lows. Like my missus, she was chuffed. She was always there supporting me through all my career. She's been by my side. Like my ACL, she was just my rock.
I love that.
I couldn't thank her enough, really, and her family as well. Her dad's helped me loads with off the pitch stuff and stuff like that. So he's credit to him as well. Really
I've seen it firsthand how close knit your family is and that support network. Sass, shout out to Sass. Big Keith. I tell you what, he dresses quite well. He's going to enjoy that. He's going to enjoy that.
Also,
Big Keith.
Sass's mum as well.
Sass's mum, Nat, brilliant. And your family, your mum, your nana, the support network, and again, feeding back to the viewers, how important is that as a footballer? Support network.
I think the support network's one of the biggest things, because if you don't have a support network that you can trust and rely on in them dark moments and times of need, then it's the lonely world. It is. So to have them to lean on when stuff's not going right or stuff is going right, it's so nice to embrace every moment with them, because like you said, they're part of your journey. Definitely. So they know how much you put in, and for you to be successful and have good people around you, and hopefully when the hard work pays off, you enjoy the moments just as much as them. So I think the support network's amazing to have around you, and it's very important.
100%. Should we dive into questions? Let's
talk about you for
here we go.
Questioning me all the time.
How long's this podcast? How long? I can talk all day.
You have to know a bit about you, right?
I appreciate that.
So where did it start for you then, right?
It started for me, probably started playing when I was 5 or 6. Medlock Rangers. Shout out to Medlock Rangers in Charleston. Played there, our team. You're going to see, for the views, you're going to see over the next few episodes, about a little bit of insight to that sort of team that we had and individuals that was in that. Probably got scouted from United when I was about 6. Went to United, was at United from 6 to 13, 14. Fantastic times there. Played with amazing players, and looking back now I went into coaching, and I'm sure you'll ask about that. Even like the coaches that was around, like René Mullenstein, he come into the club and sort of revitalised the programme in terms of the ball mastery stuff, and like I was probably in the first year or the year after when he first come in, so like that transition from the old coaching to the new coaching, I seen that it was amazing. Met some fantastic people at the club like yourself, and then unfortunately, and we will get onto it when we come into the questions, I got released. It was a very difficult time, but we'll go into it in more detail. It took a lot of character and resilience to, get up, keep fighting. This is a dream, this is a goal, keep going. And I will go into more detail when we answer that question. Went to Blackburn, was at Blackburn till 16, and again, bit of a rejection. Blackburn was a great club. Went through a little bit of a transition with change of people, didn't really suit me and styles and stuff like that, and sort of killed me. But then went to Accrington Stanley, I signed 2-year YT then, and broke into the first team when I was 17, played in the Football League. That was the best moment. That was the best time of my footballing life at Accrington. Like the lads, what a shout out, Phil Hackney, who was the manager there in the youth team. Again, like you're saying, that love, he brought that love out of me, because he knew what I was capable of, but he just needed to get it out of me and just give me the confidence. Was captain of the youth team, then he integrated into the first team. Like I said, first start when I was 17, Torquay away, and it was just an amazing time for me. And then again, new manager come in, killed me, whatever. I wanted to go with more experienced players, find myself dropping into the non-league, and again that was brilliant. I met some fantastic people, but I needed to be a bit proactive when I was in the professional setting. And this is advice again to the viewers, is like, football's, you never know what's going to happen. You can be up here 1 minute starting in the Football League, 17, next minute rock bottom playing non-league. And the one testament that I take from it, I was proactive. I got my coaching badges through the PFA, the club, and I done them. And then that's how I fell into what I'm doing now. Yeah. Obviously, I started off, doing my RH stuff, with grassroots players, and it just built. But then foundations was done when I was 17, 18 by doing them coaching.
So because you dropped down to the non-league, is that what made you think about after football? Or was it always in the back? Well, not always back.
No, it did, because it was like football, and again, like yourself, football's has been my life since I was 6. Like you said about family, I got a solid family network behind me at that time. Like my mum and dad, my brother, like that was their life. They sacrificed so much for me. Like my dad and mum worked long hours, up early. Their sacrifices, taking me to United, Blackburn, travelling, like full credit to them. And again, viewers who are academy parents, like so important. They need to be appreciated. And like your mum, Nana, need to be appreciated, because, and that's why I'm so passionate when I talk about it, because without them, we don't play. So it's like, I had to get to a point where I was playing, conference, like which is National League now, National League North, and it was like, what can I do here now? I've been a full-time footballer. Like, what do I do? I went into teaching, went and got like a little teaching degree. Got my, which is mad, because people who think I would ever teach kids is mad. But again, like it was with like severe behaviour, like a pupil referral unit, social emotional needs. I loved it. It was brilliant. But I always wanted to get back into full time, find a career out of football. So again, them foundations were put in place when I was 17, 18. I had the coaching badges, and it was just a case of, right, go on, Ryan, like back yourself, like take a chance, go and set up RH, go and do this, go and do that. And now I'm not blowing smoke up my backside. It's like doing really well, but I'll never like rest on that, because I've always been not forced, but I've grew up with like ambition and drive. So this is, again, we'll go into it again, and I did say how long this podcast is, like why we're starting this. Do you understand what I mean? And there's a reason why we're starting this. But
and also it's a credit to the PFA as well, because 100%. They do so much, and I don't think players use it to the full advantage.
Should do,
because there's so many things you could get into, like outside of football. There's so many avenues you can go through, and they even go as far as paying for half of the thing for you, don't they?
So the PFA, and it's a fantastic point, D. The PFA, once you remember for life. So footballers that have been on YTs that have not made it into the professional game, they're still part of the PFA. So for me, again, I will answer the questions about, getting released at a certain point of your career. Go and access that.
Definitely.
Go, because again, it served me
well
amazingly. But again, back yourself, have the confidence. At that time, do you feel rock bottom? You feel rock bottom. Like anyone who was in my life at that time would have been going like all I was doing with my life was getting up, going gym, ticking over in case an opportunity come available, and training. That's all I was doing. But like in the back of my mind, it's like, right, ambition. But again, he had a solid network around me that was just like unbelievable. But then foundations were put in place, and full credit to the PFA. And people should definitely use the PFA. They should. Definitely. So maximise that. Yeah, the PFA 100%.
Do so much for people, and like I think I'm guilty of it as well. Like not accessing it as much as you can. Do you know what I mean? Because it's easy to forget about, innit? Like
it is. Once you remember, but the thing is as well, it's a massive help, because if you look at and any coaches who watch this, it's an expensive like UEFA C, which was level 2 at the time, UEFA B, pro license, they're expensive. But like if you're part of the PFA and they're subsidising it, it's amazing. Why not? Like
even
invest in yourself, and have that drive and go on. You can be anything that you want to be.
Yeah, in life you can 100%. But even like the injury side, they give you a week in St George's, don't they?
Yeah.
So if you need to see a specialist or anything, you can contact the PFA and get away. Yeah,
professional footballers that are out there that don't use the PFA, please look into it, because it might be able to help you in that right direction. If you're just being released from a club or whatever avenue you're going down, please go and look at them and go and achieve what you want to achieve. Hard work, dedication, you can do whatever you want to be.
Or even ask questions. Even if you're uncertain about something, just contact them and ask them like what are you interested with, or if you don't even know what you're interested with, have a conversation with them, because you might find an avenue that you didn't think you wanted to go down, but you can go down. So
exactly. And now up the RH is here, and he's just the main man, isn't it? You know what I mean? Love it. RH. Nah, I appreciate you asking that, and it's great and this is, like you said at the start of the video, we want people to understand us. We've got really high profile guests. We're trying to do this, and the next question that we'll go on to, which someone has brought into us, and we'll dive in. But like, why have me and you started More Than a Match podcast? There's a lot of podcasts out there. Why did we do it?
Well, my why might be different to your why.
But this is why we're here.
My why is because I feel like football or just athletes as a whole can be sometimes looked upon as like superior, if I should say that, if that's the right word. But there's so much what goes on behind the scenes of athletes and in their life, and it's so people don't understand how hard it is on the mental side. On the pitch, it looks great, like scoring goals, everyone's like happy and everything, but there's injuries, there's sacrifices, there's mental challenges that people don't see. So I want to try and help people that are going through them times of need and don't know who to talk to, or feel like they can't talk to, or if they're embarrassed or whatever it is, just to have a voice and be able to feel comfortable in talking, because I know how hard it is when you don't feel comfortable doing something that you're uncomfortable with. But if you can just have that one, even if it's one person or your way of releasing them stresses and being able to feel comfortable and speak up about your problems, it doesn't make you weak at all. If anything, it makes you strong. And I feel like everyone should embrace the journey and have somewhere to speak about it, or someone to speak about it too. So my why is just being comfortable with being uncomfortable, and trying to speak up and talk about what you're going through. And it's hard, it is very hard, but I don't really know how to say it.
No, it's a fantastic answer. For me, my why would be all professional athletes are human beings. So they're at the top of the sport. They get a lot of scrutiny, the highs, the lows. Everyone's got a journey. They deserve to tell their story the way it should be told, in my opinion. And we've had a lot of fantastic feedback on the first 2 episodes about how relaxed the guests are and how they're laughing, joking. People don't see that from professional athletes. When after, football, after the game, they're having an interview, everything's serious. Media trained. And if you speak to the lads or the females, they'll say, again, they're still on job, aren't they? They're still on the job. What we want to do is tear that all back. A safe environment where you can come in, you can tell your story, and just again, you're human beings. We all bleed the same.
Yeah.
So for me, getting that message out there to the viewers, building that community, and we can make a difference. These guys or ladies, they're inspirational. They're role models.
Yeah.
Like, people look up to them. Whatever they say could help someone. And if, like you said, that one person, which we've already had people messaging, reaching out, saying, you know what, this podcast has been an inspiration. I'm going through this at this time, you know, a little bit the same of what the guests gone through. And it's a benefit to them hearing that. We've made a difference.
Yeah.
And for us, making that difference
is so important.
It's so important. And it's not even, again, it's so important, that mental health side and the highs and lows and talking about it and getting out there. But even the positive times as well, the achievements. How did they feel in them moments? It's the full package. And more than a match to us is a passionate thing. And it's mad how it even started.
It all from a conversation, wasn't it? After
Conversation.
A session. Yeah.
It's like, for the viewers, for you guys or ladies, like me and D, I coach D after a session. You know, let's grab a coffee or hot chocolate, marshmallows, cream. RH all over that. Yeah, let's have a chat. And he was talking about like life, work, coaching, playing. What's next?
It just started with an idea, didn't it? And we just thought, like, what can we do that can have a change, or maybe a positive change, and try and bring something to the world of athletes, really. Because obviously we're in that field, and fortunate enough, we've got quite a good network. So if we could help people, which we want to do, no matter who it is, any player, any athlete, any person, not even just athletes, just in general life, if we can spread a message that no matter where you come from or what you do, there's always, you can achieve so much. And you can see there's been numerous of times where people have achieved loads from coming from a not so good background or like circumstances, but you can be whatever you want in life, and all it comes from is like mentally. A lot of it is mental, but obviously it's not just mental. There's times when people physically can't do stuff, but we just want to put a positive.
We want to create a positive platform that people can look at, and normal day-to-day people, which we are. Yeah. We want to be relatable, which we are. Absolute cannons, enthusiastic. We love it.
We just want to put a smile on people's faces and positivity.
And I think that's a massive, and we would love for you guys to buckle up, get your seatbelt on, like, subscribe. We're getting used to this YouTube world. We appreciate all your support. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
But it's personal. Like, More Than Match isn't just a podcast show. It's personal to me and you, because we've had experiences as well, and I think it's important. Like, for me now, I've been through my own journey, and I've had downs and ups, but it's the downs what define you, and people don't see. Like, I've covered up loads of things. Like, I've had a mask on when I went through my injury, and there was a side to me that people wouldn't know. Like, everyone sees me as Damani, smiley, happy, positive, but there was times when I used to go home from football and just take a big deep breath and say, like, thank you, it's done. Like, I don't have to be that person now. I can be what I want. If I wanted to cry, if I wanted to be emotional, if I wanted to just escape and just be myself, like, I think it's important to have that. Like, it's okay to not be okay. Like, everyone's human, and everyone deals with things differently, and that's why we always refer back to your network. And it's so important to have a good network, because then people will bring you from down here to up here, even if it's a conversation, and even if they don't even say anything back to you, and you're just getting it out. Like, it's something that helped me anyway. Like, I just I didn't feel comfortable talking, but
can't shut you up now.
Can't shut me up. No, but it's I just want to spread my, what's the word?
No, it's experience, it's knowledge, and that's brilliant.
And that's what we want to do. We just want to spread positivity. And
so you know what you need to do? You need to like, subscribe, keep the positivity.
Keep us going.
Just keep us going. Keep us going now. We're on a journey, and we'd love for you guys to, like I said, buckle up, be a part of it, and join us on it. We appreciate it. So we put a few things out on the social media.
Yeah, we've got a few questions.
It's quite funny, really, because we're not used to it.
No.
So we're having fun with it. It's new to us, but a few questions from And the first question, we forgot to say who that was from. That was from Andy about, more than a match, why we started it. There's a lot of, podcasts out there. And yeah, we've had another one off Miguel's.
Sorry if I don't say your name right.
Yeah, I do apologise. We're new to this. How easy or hard is it to be picked up from another club after being released? Do you wanna go?
Yeah, I'll go.
Yep.
Yeah, it's that being released stage is so tough because you think like this is all you know, and you want to be part of. Every kid wants to be part of a team that you grow up in and get to the top. But going back to the question, it's for myself personally. I found it pretty hard, me. Well, when I left United, I thought I've been here all my life, and I was ready for the next chapter. To be fair, I was ready. Like, as much as I enjoyed it and had the best experience of my life there at the club, like sometimes you just feel like, right, it's time to move on and see what's next now. Not that
change of scenery.
Yeah, it's a change of scenery. So I'm going to change that. I didn't find it that hard being released because I was happy for the next excitement. But it can be hard for a lot of players. Like this summer has been one of my toughest summers. I was travelling up and down, going to teams on trials. I was getting rejected. People saying, I've not had enough games.
Yeah,
that's all it's about, playing games. Senior games.
Because a lot of 18s, 21 games not really established.
Yeah, so I wasn't established. People might have looked at me like I didn't play enough senior games, so it might be a trust thing. But I was rejected quite a lot. But then, like I said, it all goes back to your support network. Like my missus, her family and my family were so supportive. Like mentally, it was tough, but you just gotta keep going and persevering, because if you just never give up and you keep going, something will always happen for you, no matter what it is in life. If that's a job, if that's anything in life, if you just keep going and going and going and going, then something will come. And fortunate enough, I got to where I am today, which was Macclesfield, and I've enjoyed every moment of it. And there wasn't doubts like I wasn't going to get anywhere, but maybe there was doubts that like it's scary not knowing where you're going to go, uncertainty, like where I'm going to end up. Like I like a plan, but like football, like you said, it's so uncertain and you don't know where you're going to end up. And like I never thought I'd be like where I am today. I didn't think I was going to be where I am in like playing non-league, and I thought...
So, sorry to interrupt you. You're at Man United. Are you saying in terms of like the level, maybe, like, and that's no disrespect to like say Macclesfield or that sort of level, like you're not like this by any means, because we talked about at the start, like you're dialed in, professional. But when you're at Man United, and this is no disrespect, you probably 3-4 years ago you wouldn't probably think that you was in this league. I did 3-4 years ago I wouldn't think I would end up at Macclesfield or like, but do you know what, this has probably been the best time since I've left United, or like I've enjoyed it. Like I'm happy. Brilliant. I'm so happy. And my missus said to me the other day, like, you look so happy and you look like you're enjoying it. And I'm so happy for you. So no matter where you end up, Damani, I just want you to be happy. And it made me smile because I've found the love and I'm enjoying it. Obviously, it plays a big part how we've done. Yeah,
but take that aside, like, it feels like a home. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no, it's brilliant.
And that's a credit to the club welcoming me like that. But yeah,
and like, yourself as well. Like you said, like, again, knockbacks, mental strength.
But my advice for people out there that do get released and don't know where they're going to end up, it can be very hard, but if you don't give up and you just keep enduring whatever comes at you and thinking about what's next and trying your hardest, then you will end up somewhere, and it might be better than you expect. So that's my advice.
You know what? You want my view? If you get released, it's a game of opinions.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Like one person, and we've discussed this with Jimmy, one person or in a coach or whoever it is might not rate you as a player, as a person. It's an opinion. There's 92 Football League clubs. There's loads of football clubs. You'll find your home.
Yeah.
So for me, I know and again I've been through it, like, it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
Football's your life, it's the end of the world. so emotional. And again, you go back to the sport network, you need a solid support network, family, mum, dad, cousin, auntie, uncle, whoever it is, friends, like, to rally behind you and go, you know what, pick yourself up. This is what sort of player you are. Pick yourself up, you'll find a home. Because trust me, you'll look at it in a few years and you look behind you and you might be in front of the people that they're trying to push. I've seen it so much, bruv, in my playing career and my coaching career. Players, and this is no disrespect to them, that have pushed by football clubs at certain ages, when it comes to 18, 19, the player that has been released by another club is higher than the player that they've pushed. So you'll find a home, mentally strong, tough, like, pick yourself up, hard work pays off.
It does.
And talent only takes you so far. If you're talented and work hard, give 110%, managers will look at you and go, you know what, if I'm going in the trenches, I'm taking him. I'm taking him in. Next question, do you want to read it out?
Best match played in your career by Kieran.
Oh,
go on, you can have this one. Kieran.
Shout
out Kieran.
Yeah, shout out Kieran, yeah. It's his birthday, isn't it?
Yeah, it is his birthday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
What day is it today, sorry? Monday? Monday. It's his birthday, Kieran. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, kids.
Best match, probably, so stand out for me is probably my debut. It was at home for Accrington against Oxford. Fantastic moment for me. My family had come on in around the 70th minute. Last 20 minutes, done well. But the best for me would be my first start at Torquay. Like you said, like travelling. We travelled down to Torquay. We stopped off at MK Dons training ground. We trained there. And it was like, when you do like when you stop off and train, it's all about shape, and it's like, rondos and passenger small-sideds. We set up in the shape, and it was like, when they set up as a team, and it was like, right, Ryan. And I'm like, huh? Yeah, you're in there. I was like, all right, no problem. Didn't think nothing of it, mate. 17, oblivious to everything. First one, like, in there. The session day, I'm not even over exaggerating, I was unreal. The session, mate, I was doing like, the Ginger Prince, like reverse pass, mate, I was unreal.
Felt like the man.
Mate, I felt like mate, I'm not even going to swear, I felt like the man. And even all the lads at the end, like they do with the young lads, like, you know what, well done, mate. Like, I thought you was the best trainer today, and like this and that.
Yeah, that gives you confidence going into the game, though, doesn't it?
And then, shout out to the player. It's called Bobby Grant. I'm not too sure whether he's playing at the moment or managing. I've got to give a massive shout out to him. He went to the gaffer or whoever's sorting the rooms out, because you had a roomie. Accrington League 2 at the time didn't have your own rooms, you know what I mean? You had to room with someone, and he come on loan from a big club. I think it might have been Scunthorpe at the time. They was in the Champ, and he was like, Ryan, I want Ryan to room with me, because he knew. I still didn't. I was oblivious. I was in the shape. I didn't know.
Yeah.
So like, for a senior professional at a high level in Championship coming back to League 2 on loan, saying I want a room with him, because he knew what was coming on that day. And the way he was with me that night, like, come on, let's go for a walk. Let's chat about life, family, ask him about mum and dad, brothers, family, like football, where have you been, so relaxed, right, early night, get your head down. We ended up going in the spa and all this, like, he took me under his wing and shouted to him, and I always remember this. I've never really spoke to him since. And if you see the clip, please get in touch, because I'd love to chat, because I appreciate it so much. Come to the Saturday, played about 65 minutes. Played against League 2 Player of the Month. It's called Lee Mansell. He was a very good player. Just ratted around, got on the ball, few diags and that, you know me, few diags.
Did you play him off the pitch?
No, I wouldn't say I played him off the pitch, because he was unbelievable. But for a young lad to step in and a first start, I just made it hard, ratting around and just getting on the ball, and like I'd done like little flicks, and and coming off, like, Accrington got a small but very loyal following, and like they travelled really well. Torquay weekend, best feeling probably ever, like coming off, standing ovation, singing Aki's Got a Ginger and all this, and Paul Scholes and that.
Paul Scholes shout?
Yeah, it was in the paper, new Paul Scholes and all that. Mate, it's mental. That's probably the best. I know I've gone on a little bit there, but it's really good times. What about yourself?
I got 3 occasions. So,
but that's not the question.
I know, but I can't just pinpoint one, because Mine's obviously I'm making my debut.
Europa League
debut. Obviously Saturday just gone. It was a massive moment.
Brilliant.
And the Youth Cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We played Chelsea, and the team was a joke. Yeah. And every year Chelsea was just winning this Youth Cup, and we thought, lads, like, come on, like this is a big game. This felt like the final. Do you know what I mean? So the game we ended up winning 4-3, and that moment was like.
You score?
Nah.
No. Good performance.
Good performance. Yeah. There was a team performance, like boys dug in. Yeah. So it was like, right, lads, let's win this. And when we won that was like one of the best feelings ever.
What was it?
Go on.
Sorry. No, go on.
Youth Cup is like so big, and there's so many eyes in that Youth Cup.
Yeah.
And it's a massive opportunity for loads of players as well.
And United didn't win it for a long time.
No, they didn't. Yeah. We got beat after that anyway, but it don't matter about that. But that Chelsea versus United, that was one of the best games ever. Old Trafford
or Stamford Bridge?
No, it's at Lee Sports Village.
Oh, nice one, United. Yeah. Don't let them play at Old Trafford.
I think
that's mental. That.
Yeah, I think
I don't get it. That.
I think it was at the.
I'm not happy about that.
No, but that game, the celebration after.
I'm gonna have to write into him.
It's terrible, isn't it?
It's not on though, is it? That
Chelsea versus United.
And it's at Lee. No disrespect to Lee, it's a great facility, but like. Play at Old Trafford under the lights, you know what I mean? It'd be unbelievable for the young lads. I know they do it now, but I bet at the time.
No, that was amazing, that moment.
I was going to ask you about Europa League debut.
Yeah.
Like, how was that for you? It's a big moment, and you played for Man United, mate. In the Europa League.
Yeah, it was amazing, man. It was so. I don't know. I can't even lost words, but I remember it was just the build up to it. Yeah. Like, I was just happy to be a part of it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's amazing. No one can ever take that away from you. You played for Man United, mate.
Like, I didn't think I was going to get on the pitch, if I'm totally honest. So I remember being in the hotel by myself, like in the room, and I was just messaging everyone.
Man United get their own rooms, did they?
No,
they don't have to share, did they?
No.
Oh, nice one.
No, I was in the room anyway, night before, and I couldn't sleep. I just couldn't sleep, I was playing all these scenarios in my head, like, if I come on and I just whip it top in, it's like, what am I going to do, No, but... And then it was the day of the game, and obviously training and that, and then it's just a surreal moment. Like, you're training with these players, and you're like, this is mad. This like I've trained all my life for this moment, and it comes to the day of the game, and like, you're nervous, like you're so nervous. Anyway, we're warming up, watching the game. At halftime goes, I'm thinking, I'm not gonna get on here, but I'm not bothered.
Yeah, you're taking it all in.
Yeah, I'm like taking it in. Yeah. Like, I am bothered. Of course, I'm bothered. I want to get on the pitch, but like, it's still an experience for me. Do you know what I mean? And I remember I was sat on the bench, just like sat there watching the game, taking it in. Go and warm up, I was like, all right, warm up. Jogging, sprinting up and down. And then he shouted me over. Gav shouted me over. I was like, Damani, you're going to go on now? I was like, what? Like, panicking, like scrambling, looking for shin pads and that. I was like, I'm going on, I'm going on. Just smiling, I'm just smiling.
There was no sprinkler or banging.
Nah, there's none of that. And then I remember, I put my shin pads on and I'm walking up to the side, and I'm just like there's just this emotion just going through me, like, what the hell is going on here? Like, that was probably the proudest moment of my life. Obviously my life and my family's life. Yeah. Like, and then they put the board up, and I'm like, yo, I'm going on. Nice. Like, I'm actually going on.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And I just thought, you know what, just sprint around.
Yeah,
just
work hard.
Just do as much as you can.
Minimum, work hard.
But no, that was a very, very amazing moment for myself. And like you said, it will always be with me.
No, that's amazing. Yeah. Thank you very much for the question. Next question.
I'll ask you this. This one's personal to you. This.
Okay, yeah.
How do you balance football, coaching, and personal life? Question from Andrew.
I struggle with this. I'll be brutally honest. Long hours. I work from some in the morning all the way through, more or less, till 8 o'clock at night. Got a young family. I'm extremely lucky that I have a partner. Shout out to Amy, partner that's so supportive. Young family, got 2 lads. Harley, shout out to Harley, loves the YouTube, so better be watching this. And my little boy Luca, and that's why I do it.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It's hard trying to balance it, and something that I do really need to work on, because I'm really busy and I love to do it. It's a passion of mine, and you know what I'm like. But sometimes you got to take a step back and realise like what's important in your life. So I'm at the moment, you know, we want everyone to be open and honest and transparent. That come on here, I'm trying to work on that at the moment, trying to balance my life. Listen, I spend fantastic times with him, but I want to spend more.
Yeah.
And it's balancing my life to get to that stage. But again, I've got to work hard. I've got to provide. I'm a father.
Yeah.
I'm a partner. So I've got to work hard to, I know it's a bit extreme, to put food on the table, you know what I mean? I'm a dad, and that's my responsibility, and that's not me being, you know, oh, well, you're the man, you've got to do this. That's not me saying that. I want to do that. Yeah. That's what I want to do. So, yeah, I do struggle with getting that balance right, but it's a very good question. Yeah, very good question. But, yeah, I'm just being open and honest. I struggle with that. What about you?
Well, I don't coach. No, I'm joking.
No, football though.
Obviously,
football.
I do football because, firstly, I enjoy it. I love it.
Yeah.
And I think football's a mad sport where it just takes one person, the right person, and your life could be changed. And my life has been changed. I've experienced so many things through football and meeting new people.
How do you balance football with personal life though? Do you struggle with that, or are you good with that?
I think...
You know what I mean? He's going off the question there. He's just jumping over.
I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
Yeah, you're good with it. Yeah.
And obviously, like, the people around me understand my football. Like, you could be here one day and then you could be somewhere else the next. So I think it's just... Yeah. It's hard at times. Obviously, you miss, like, sister's birthdays, little sister's birthdays, and, like, family events and stuff like that. But
that's something that as a coach, you don't really, like... Yeah. As a player, you do have to travel, and you do. As a coach, like, because I work for myself, I don't miss any birthdays. It's just that time. It's like
so Christmases important. And stuff. Like, you miss Christmases sometimes. Like, you're playing on Boxing Day. Do you know what I mean? It is, but like, you're doing it all for, like you said again, for your family. Yeah. And you know what football's like. You can be, what's the word? Like, rewarded for your hard work. And hopefully one day, like, I can give back everything that they've given to me in terms of sacrifices and stuff like that. So that's why I do it, to 100%. Hopefully one day reward them as well.
You want to maximise your ability. You want to be the best version that you can be. And again, that's why I referred for the audiences. We're asking people to come on and be open and honest and transparent with us. It's important that we are, and that's the message. I need to get a new phone. I need to separate. You always say it. Yeah, you always say it to me. It's like, your life. Right, like your phone's always going off all the time. I need to get a work phone. I need to get a personal phone. That's not because the podcast has blew up, by the way, you know, being big time. You know
hey, look at him big time, eh?
Oi, oi. Next question.
What player have you played with that you are surprised they didn't make it as a pro? Dave.
Big Dave, thanks, Dave.
Big Dave-o.
That's a tough question, that. One player that I played with that didn't make it. Oh, that's a hard one, that. It really is. I think, and I'm not throwing it back to you here, and I will answer that, but I think that's probably asked for you, because you've played with, like, some big names. I think I know what you're going to say, though. Can I say it, or should I leave you to say it?
Oh, you just answer my question.
No, it's not that, but it's like, I will answer it, but I need a bit of processing time, so I'm just trying to buy myself a bit of time. I know what you're going to say.
Mine's Callum Gribbin.
Yeah, I knew he was going to say that.
Obviously, he's played at professional. Like, he's played for Manchester United. Yeah. But he has so much potential, and he's such an amazing player. Like talent wise, he's amazing. Like, he's just so good to watch. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I don't know how to answer that. Like, he can still get there. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, he can. Yeah. It's not done.
It's not done.
It's not done.
So.
And he's still playing now.
Which is credit to him.
And he's a great,
and he's such an amazing person as well.
He's an amazing person, and his ability is absolutely fantastic. I mean. He just needs the right environment, in a footballing environment where he can flourish, I think.
So I'm not going to say he didn't make it as a pro, because he did.
No, he did.
But I feel like he's got so much coming for him, because he's going to get back to where he should be.
Potential. Should we move on then?
No, what's yours? Go on. How about should we move on?
It's hard for me to answer that, because again, they do go on to do great things. Like, I played with a striker at Accrington. He's called Marcus Carver. He's just gone on loan from, I think it's Southport to Ashton United. Him, when he was in the youth team, he was brilliant. Like, robust, could finish. everything. And I thought, like, again, you know, when you're in that sort of mindset where, like, you're coming through and you're with him, you think, you know what, me and him could have a good chance here, because we had that understanding, and he was a great guy, like. But him at that time was like, at that level, was unstoppable, big, strong, powerful, could score goals, right leg, left leg. Not that he didn't reach the heights that he could, but I think the potential there for him could have gone.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think, I don't want to be disrespectful to other people that I've played with, because I played with some fantastic players, and it's a very difficult question, that. And we're not sitting on the fence, it's just trying to be open and honest.
Yeah.
For the viewers. Next question. One of your teammates. Paul Dawson, the skipper.
Shout out him.
The skipper.
What a guy, man.
I tell you what, the lads are on board with more than a match, aren't they? It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love that. Who is the longest in the shower out you both? Obviously, Dawes. It's going to be me, because I've got to do my hair. You know, moisturise the ginger skin, do the hair, make it look nice. So I would say it was me.
Nah, it's me, definitely me.
I don't know whether it is you, you know.
My missus goes mad at me.
Yeah.
I'm in the shower for about 20 minutes.
I love a bath, mate.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm not a bath guy, me.
I love a bath with the ducks and that. With the ducks.
I think they're boring me.
Yeah.
Like, you want to
just relax, mate. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Just relax. Just yeah. Dawes, what a guy! And congratulations to you, mate. Gonna lift the trophy. Yeah. Skipper, midfield general,
class captain as well.
Yeah, I've seen when I come to watch it that time, he scored 2. I'm not too sure about his celebration. No.
What did he do?
Not too sure. I think he did all this in the corner flag and that. I'm not too sure. Dare say. Aye, captain. Next question, D. We're flying through these questions. Thank you so much, by the way, for, you know, we put it out on social media. Thanks for getting in touch and sending these questions in. Like we said, we're trying to build a community. Please like, please subscribe. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Next question, D, on it.
How do you guys handle rejection?
I think we answered that before in the, you know, the release stuff.
Yeah.
For me, it takes a lot of mental strength. It takes a solid foundation behind you. And again, if it's football that we're talking about, or whether it's just general life, you know, there is ways, there's other avenues.
Yeah.
You know, you've just got to believe in yourself. Again, we're all human. We all bleed the same. Football, if it's football, it's a game of opinions. If it's in your job, it's again, everyone's got an opinion, but you can achieve what you want to achieve through hard work, dedication, and back yourself as well.
Yeah.
Have a bit of, I know, I'm not, you know, if it's a lady, I do apologise, but have a bit of balls as well. You know what I mean? Like, have something about you. Yeah. Like, again, what are you going to do? Are you going to, oh, so he said this, or he said that.
Just because one person said
so
no
what?
doesn't mean the next person's going to say no.
So
when someone says no, just see it as next opportunity instead of no.
No problem, thank you. On to the next one, because you'll do really well in life if you have that mentality. Yeah. And it's not, again, I'm being a bit ruthless here by saying, oh, you should do this. In the moment, there's a lot of emotion in it, and I've been there and I've done it. But, like, just keep your head down and keep working hard.
Yeah. Go on, right. Next one.
All these questions are coming thick and fast, aren't they? How different is success between at a professional level and non-league? Harry. Shout out to Harry. Thank you, Harry. Thank you, Harry, for the question. You know, Harry's very supportive of More Than a Match.
There he is.
And we appreciate. There's a lot of messages that you've give us, and we appreciate your support. Thank you, Harry.
Go on, you answer this one first, then.
At a professional level, if you're talking, you know, Premier League, football league, again, it's very like. So let's talk about a Premier League. I'm a Premier League footballer, and I've won the Premier League.
Oh yeah.
Oh, am I? What do you have? Where's my wallet? It's weighing me down. It's very like, right, you've won and they enjoy it, but I think like the next goal or vision is very
close,
quick.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you win the Premier League, you're already thinking about next season, Premier League. So I'm not saying, listen, they have a right jolly up. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they go Vegas or wherever they want to go and have a right good go, and you deserve it. But there's always the next one
in the back of mind. In
non-league, and again, this is no disrespect to non-league players, I think the mentality is a little bit different. I think they work 9 to 5 jobs. It don't have to be 9 to 5, but you work a job. You're not full-time. You've got your own life. You don't train every day. It's 2 times a week. I think you could have a right good go. You know, like you won the league there, and I'm not disclosing for the camera. Like
we had a good time though.
Yeah, we had a good time. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I think it's very different because of the personalities, and not the rules set because it's a professional environment, but like there's a bit more leeway with non-league than there is with a Premier League or a football league. Do you agree or disagree?
Yeah, I do. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll answer that question for you then.
Cheers.
I sat on the fence before. He's Jesus.
Have that. Next.
I'll answer it. Next one. Is it you, D-Money? Are you asking this one?
I will. What do you think about the importance of social media as a player?
I'm going to throw this over to you to start off with. I'll push.
I'll have it.
Yeah.
Social media. I think it's important to, obviously, nowadays anyway, social media is everything, innit? So for image and stuff like that, and like people who have brand deals and stuff like that, to build a brand, it's amazing. But then there's also another side to it. Like there's people that say things on there what could be sensitive to other people. So social media as a player it's a bit of a weird one. Like I'm not really, I like social media, but I wouldn't really like say that it's important to me. Yeah. Like the only thing that's really important to me is the people around me, really. Yeah. So it doesn't really play a big part in my career or.
So there's questions from sportdesign.sk, and thank you very much. And I think from his point of view, I think, again, I'm not speaking for him, but I think he's thinking about, like you said, that brand sort of side of things. Say if you're a player and you want to, grow your following, or you want to post. You see nowadays, like players are posting like before games, like the kickoff times and who they're playing in a nice little designs and stuff. Do you feel like that's important as a professional? I think in this day and age, I feel like that's sort of come full circle. When I played, I didn't think, let me get on Torquay away at this time, because that wasn't big back then. But I feel like now, the way the world is, I feel like social media is massive in growing a platform and growing your brand. And I think me and you would be very hypocritical in saying that it wouldn't be important even for us doing this. I feel like because we would want to put content out,
because we need it,
stuff like that, and for growth you need to put them videos out, because who knows about More Than a Match unless we get it out there. And I know
that's what I said from like a brand point of view. It's amazing, like to grow and to grow your whatever you're working on. And it's good to keep in contact with people as well, because on social media you can bump into people that you thought, I've not seen you for years, and it's nice to connect with people. I would say it's very important for players. I would say which you do is for people to manage it, because again, it's great for you to have access to it so you can see things and upload anything you want, but sometimes you might not want to see what's gone on there. And again, we've done the first 2 episodes with 2 very high level, Brandon Williams and James Garner, like who have openly said it's hard not to look. So clearly they have access, but also for the nitty gritty stuff, because it takes time. And full credit to the guys that are involved. We're using the studio here now, and them guys work, really hard, and it's very undervalued. Well, we found it difficult to do. It's a skill. You know what I mean? So I think it's important in some aspects. I don't think it's a be all and end all though, in my opinion. So how did More Than a Match come around? Obviously we spoke about it a little bit, but literally we had an idea and a conversation. We thought, do you know what? Everything starts with an idea. Let's see how it goes, and let's try something. And we've tried it, and we're like we said, we're so thankful that you are all giving us positive feedback and getting involved with us and helping us out, because like we said, we just want to spread a positive message and try and change people, like the perception of people.
Yeah, definitely. I think like you said, it's massive to us to do this, and your full support we really appreciate, and growing that community as well. This is the reason why we're doing this today, is giving you an insight to us as people, as human beings, as well as we interview high profile people and stuff like that, but we're human beings, they're human beings. It's just exposing the the stories, the highs, the lows, and the people at the end of the day. And we're really passionate about it, and we're really thankful for your support. Please, and like, we're in the comments on the YouTube, on social media. We love it. Like, if there's anything that you feel would help us, because you've had a lot of comments like, guys, why don't you do this, or why don't you do that? We really appreciate it.
We love
any
that.
input, please get in touch with us. I'm not going to go to Turkey, get a trip, like me hair done and all that. Just stay off all that. The Ginger Wizard's not doing that. But thank you so much. I know it's only 2 episodes in. We really appreciate it. Another podcast landing on Thursday. Really looking forward to that. And please like, please subscribe, and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And please tune in to the next podcast.